Hi everyone, my name is Milan and I'm here to talk about the Spanish issue on you. And the problem is that in Spanish, there are actually five different ways to say the word you. The five different words we have in Spanish to say you are tú, vos, usted, vosotros, and ustedes. We have to make it clear that there are three different ways to saying you if you're talking to you one single person, and there are two different ways to saying you if you're talking to a group of people. But the difference is that you use tú and vos if you're talking to you one single person in a familiar state, if you're talking to a kid, or if you're talking to your family, or if you're talking with your best friends, and you're going to use usted if you're talking with, for example, a professor or an older person, president of the republic, or a king, for example. On the other hand, we have two words for saying you, plural, you, all, you people, and these words are vosotros and ustedes. Vosotros being the word used to talk to a group of persons you have confidence with. For example, talking to a group of students. You're a professor and you're talking to your students, you can call your students vosotros. Or if you're talking to a group of friends, you can call your group of friends vosotros too. And if this group of people you're respectful of, you want to show respect for them, you're going to use ustedes instead. Hey, is it really necessary to know all these five different ways of speaking Spanish? The answer, in general terms, if you're learning Spanish because you like linguistics, because you like Hispanic culture, when you plan to travel through the entire Spanish speaking world, it might be helpful for you to know the five of them. But for those of you who do not plan to travel to all the Spanish speaking countries, I have good news. All the five different words are not used in every single country. Each country has like a group of 3 to 4 different combinations of these words that are used to say you. Okay, I'm gonna explain them to you. If you go to Spain, you have to get rid of vos. You forget vos and you're going to use all the other four. You're going to use tú, one person that you have confidence. Usted, one person but you want to show respect. Nosotros, many persons but you are familiar with them. And ustedes if you're talking to a bunch of people but you want to show respect. So you get rid of vos. Vos is not used in Spain. That doesn't exist in modern Spain. It used to be in medieval times, but in modern times Spain it is no longer in use. If you go to the Hispanic Americas in general terms, you're going to get rid of both vos and you're going to get rid of the vosotros. Okay, in the Hispanic New World, the Spanish-speaking countries, in the New World, there are only 3 words used. You're going to use tú for one person, you have confidence, usted for one person, you're going to show respect, and ustedes for a bunch of people. It doesn't matter if you are familiar with them or if you want to show respect, just if you're talking to a bunch of people, the only word you're going to use is ustedes. That's the general rule for the Hispanic America. But if you go specifically to some countries of Central America, you go to South America, to Argentina or to Uruguay, you are going to hear their vos for one person familiar. Okay, if you're going to talk to one person familiar, you're not going to use tú. In all the other countries, in Mexico, in the United States, in Spain, talking to one person singular is going to be tú, one person familiar. But in Central America, most countries of Central America, with the exception of Panama, if you go to Costa Rica, if you go to Nicaragua, you're going to use vos instead of tú. And if you go to Argentina and Uruguay in South America, there you're going to use vos instead of tú. So that's the combinations, the different combinations for saying you in the Spanish speaking world. So if you plan to go abroad to any of the Spanish speaking countries, it is not necessary for you to know all the 5 different words. You just need to know 3 if you plan to go to any Hispanic American country. Or if you go to Spain, you're just going to use 4 of them. But if you're learning Spanish because you like linguistics and you plan to travel abroad to many Spanish speaking countries, then it might be interesting to know the 5 of them. So good luck with your Spanish apprentissage and see you later.